dog hitting a fucking drum. Oh, I'm fucking mad.
Cops is filmed on location with the men and women of law enforcement. All suspects are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law.
Let's talk about the Mr. Beast allegation. With the second worst Mr. Beast video I have seen from this guy's channel. Jake Weedle is a weasel. He's a weasel that just wants money, clout, doesn't care about the Mr. Beast shit, doesn't care about any of that stuff, doesn't care. He doesn't. He cares about the money, he cares about the Patreons, he cares about all this other shit. He doesn't actually care about the important information other than telling his side of the story that Mr. Beast committed war crimes against him. Okay? I don't believe that he had war crimes committed against him. Do I believe that Mr. Beast could definitely be criticized for the poor conditions there? Sure. But this whole war crime bullshit is annoying the fuck out of me. And him, like, I just wanted to plug on Jimmy's YouTube channel and he never let me. Then he uploads this video. I watched this on 2x speed and I could not believe what I was hearing.
What are our options? Is this legally considered defamation? Because I was much struggling here. Can someone tell me what my options are here? Because we were supposed to launch the voice today. Jake knows what he wants. Jake knows what he thinks he needs. He's supposed to be a stupid stand-up comedian and even all that free. He has no idea how much fucking money I spent on that video to subscribe it. Jake, I really Jake's a problem. I think it's Dawson. He really pushed.
That's so. Keep in mind what I'm about to show you. Okay, you just heard a secret call from Mr. Beast to his team. Okay, secret call. Look at this. Secret call. Now, the title is I Caught Jimmy in a Secret Recording. Now, normally, I'm not one to nitpick clickbait titles, because who gives a shit? But the problem is that this guy and Dogpack are two of the people that have been exposing Mr. Beast this entire time. Now, I won't put air quotes on Dogpack because he still has the third video to come out. And if all of that is from what I've heard behind the scenes is true, yikes. Yeesh. But this whole arc with Jake Weedle is the most retarded fucking arc of the Mr. Beast drama. This guy is pathetic as shit. I don't respect him. I don't feel bad for him at all. And that clip that's been sitting on my fucking channel for multiple days, because we still need a goddamn thumbnail, that clip will show you what I mean. I don't want to go back into my original way of talking about it, because it'll be up on the channel eventually. This is dumb as shit. This is the dumbest fucking video that you could put out.
Right. I got that sent to me, and you know what? That was AI. Yeah, that was AI.
Why are you showing it then? Why are you showing it then? Because you're trying to be a comedian. You're trying to be a funny guy. Dude, people are going to lose interest in you once this Mr. Beast shit dies down. And you know that. So what you're doing is you're clickbaiting the Mr. Beast shit because you know that's why people subscribe to you now. Stop trying to play it off like you're trying to get your truth out there and all this bullshit. That's what you're doing. You are collecting what you can off of the Mr. Beast drama because you know it's going to die eventually for you. Just like everybody else that gets involved in a drama or covers a drama or anything, you have that really heavy spike moment in your career, and then it fucking comes crashing down unless you actually work and get people to like you. You are insufferable.
Hi. And I'm not gonna lie, that was a pretty damn good AI, wasn't it? That was, oh my, that was scout, dude. I thought I had the smoking gun for like 2-3 hours. Swear to God, I was in my room dancing like baby Drizzy. Baby Drizzy.
I have never laughed at a single thing this dude said. It's not because I think he's a pathetic worm. It's like I just don't find him funny. And that's okay. Some people might find him funny.
But alas, no. That was AI. I kept listening to it for a couple hours, and I was like, this doesn't... Hold on. Wait a second. Why isn't anybody else in the room talking? You know? And I sent it to a lot of people, too. I was like, does this sound real? Does this sound real? I had somebody, on my behalf, put it in one of those, like, AI, like, scan to see if it's AI things. And it...
The stream is harmful. I commit harmful acts all the time. Every day. Every day I commit harmful acts of cruelty on the world.
Percent likelihood it's AI. And it's AI. I almost got bamboozled, and I knew it was fishy when I was trying to text the person some more information.
You promise you're a real person. I'm not fucking myself by posting this. Is it AI? Haha. It's almost 2 on the money. What's your job? Like, why were you in the room? And again, I can't thank you enough if this is real. But if it's not, I'm fucked. Also, how did you get this number? Again, I'm just making sure, not fucking myself here. This is huge. I love this and love you. My God.
You know? And then they weren't responding. And I was like, hey, man.
Come on, bud. Just give me something so I know it ain't AI. And please, tell me how you got this number. Photo of himself. Yeah, so he got doxxed. He got doxxed. It's very painfully obvious that he got... People found his information are just sending him shit to fuck with him. And he's an idiot. Thank God that he didn't post that. Oh, my God. Thank God he didn't run with that as legitimate evidence. Thank God somebody was like, bro, look into this first. Like, holy shit.
And you're going to really fuck up my shit if this isn't real, dude. But I did end up figuring out and concluding that this was fake. And yeah, I'm a dummy. Okay, whoopsie daisies. And I don't know, if you look back at my Ava Tyson video that I made before, shit hit the fan. Well, that was one of my points, is you never want to jump the gun. You always want to vet your sources. I was in an emotional place, and I almost jumped the gun. And I almost did not vet my sources, and thank God I did. AI is getting so crazy, that people can just make shit up and send it to people and go, wow, this is hot off the presses. And it's bullshit. People are making deep fake, adult videos out of people. And that, if it's not a crime, should be. I think it's a crime. I'm pretty sure it's a crime. So as AI...
It's not that I'm aware of. Is it a crime? I know that Cutie Cinderella wanted to make it a crime. I know she wanted to make it a crime, and Ethan Klein did the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. But, hold on. I want to see this. But here's my thing, right? Here's my thing, in Praise of Shadows, Noah Sampson, knockoff, failed comedian. Here's my issue with this video, right? You didn't need to add this, at all in this video, this whole section explaining the AI thing. There's no need for it. There's no need. There was never a point of this. There was never a need for this. At any point, there was no need for that section to be added to the video. I feel like we're all on the same page for that. I feel like normal people looking at that go, why the hell did you add this in here? Look at it like that. The important stuff comes later. Important with, quotations.
Technology like that gets more and more and more, scary.
I'm really happy we're on the soapbox of AI in this world, because AI is not scary, and I will prove it to you now that it is not scary, okay? How can this be scary? How can this be scary artwork? How? How can it be scary artwork? How is Kermit dressed as a pimp in Compton scary? This one might scare people. Kermit, I've tried to do Mr. Frog, but it wouldn't let me. Mr. Frog and Hitler doing a speech to the United Nations. I don't think that this is scary. This is good AI. This is fun AI. Bender being pro-Israel is not scary. Okay? Don't slander AI.
For the love of God, check your sources. Vet your sources. And make sure the sources you have are good. Otherwise, you're going to look like an idiot. I came this close to looking like an idiot. I'm an idiot. Hey, I didn't expect you to actually respond.
Yeah, you got me. I took my resume off the website. Yep, he got doxxed. Super fake, though, bro. Damn, I'm impressed. I will be doing a video about this law. Huh, sorry, man. Didn't expect you to actually respond. I was messaging around thinking it might be funny if it ended up on Drama Alert. So this guy was trying to bait Drama Alert. That's too funny. Or something, but definitely pushed it too far. But for real, fuck Beast. Hope things are better for you, man. Sorry for causing you trouble. Glad you could do a video at the least, bruh. You would have fucked up my whole shit. I thought it was the best Beast team fucking with my head, no lie. You know how paranoid I've been. It was believable as fuck. I don't know how you believe that.
I was messing around thinking it might be funny. Ended up on Drama Alert or something, but definitely pushed it too far. Bro, you would have fucked my whole shit up. I thought that was the Beast team fucking with my head. You know how paranoid I've been? And then I started singing this dude's praises, man. I was like, you beat the AI test. You made it stutter? This guy made an AI stutter? Look, I no problem with that guy. I mean, if I ran with it and my credibility tanked, then yeah, that guy would have really pissed me off, but I'm a very forgiving person, so it's all right. I honestly gave him credit. I was like, that was pretty good. That was a damn good AI. You got a good future ahead of you, brother. Just use it for good, all right? What did Uncle Ben say? With great power comes great... Oh! No, that's not what the real Jimmy said. However, the real Jimmy did reach out. Okay? All right? Let's hope this doesn't, relax. Listen. Jimmy reached out.
Okay.
Before I talk about how the conversation went and what's happening moving forward, I know the weight that all of this has. Because Jimmy hasn't publicly responded yet. And as of right now, I'm recording this Wednesday morning, okay? So I don't know if things have changed since the...
So you're jumping ahead. So you're jumping ahead is what you're doing. You're trying to get ahead of this. That's how I perceive it. You're trying to get ahead of Mr. Beast making some form of response so that you don't get caught up in the Mr. Beast video being like, hey, me and him squashed it. I paid whatever I did, paid him out or whatever for the trouble of that one video, which I don't believe that you deserve any more money than what you got. But, fuck me, right? Fuck me, right? I guess I'm just an asshole. I don't believe that he deserves $300,000. So yeah, we're jumping to conclusions. First we're jumping to conclusions, and then we're trying to get ahead of the Mr. Beast response. So this is gonna go well.
Timing of this upload, it should be Friday when this goes up. So let me just talk about why this is so important. Everything I said in Dogpack's video, everything I said in both of my videos, everything I've been saying is my true feelings. That's how I felt, and those are things I saw with my eyeballs and heard with my earballs, and I stand behind all of those.
So there's a difference between feel and then what actually happened, okay? Feel isn't enough for us to work off of. We need facts, all of these things, right? And even your story about the isolation video, I found to be subpar. It's your truth. It's not the truth. Okay? It's not the truth. Dogpack is probably going to release what I genuinely believe is the more important shit about the Mr. Beast situation than anything. I'm going to reiterate what I care about in this drama. Okay? I just like to bash Jake because he's a fucking loser. But what I really care about, okay, is if Mr. Beast and his company were complicit in covering up any form of crimes involving or inappropriate behavior with minors from Chris Tyson or any other of the teams. Any person on the team that they covered up for, that's more important than anything. The whole Jake the Viking's brother-in-law is 50 times more important than you getting upset that you only got paid $100,000 for a thing that you signed up for. And that, to be honest, Mr. Beast, again, can be criticized for the poor conditions of the jacuzzi and the fucking ice cream thing. Whatever.
Knows with help.
I think Dogpack should edit down his next part to the most important points. Yeah, that would be great. But we're dealing with people that are trying to put on a spectacle more than anything, which usually I don't have an issue with. But this is another level. This is the biggest YouTube channel on the planet. On top of that, it is a multi-million-dollar company. On top of that, this multi-million-dollar company helps fund philanthropy projects all over the world. Okay? There's a lot of moving parts to this. But these guys would rather make a spectacle, which I would do it too. I'm going to say it. I'm not going to pretend to be a hypocrite here and be like, I wouldn't make it a spectacle. But I wouldn't be doing what Jake here does at all. I wouldn't be uploading a video talking about my private conversation with Mr. Beast. I wouldn't be uploading my video about how someone almost tricked me with Mr. Beast AI and make a joke out of it. Like, I wouldn't be adding filler to very important information that is necessary for the masses to know. You know? That's just me. I wouldn't be adding that filler. That's just me, though. Other people love the spectacle shit. I thought it was really gay that Nate did the whole countdown timer for the fucking Chris Tyson vlogs. I thought that shit was fucking retarded. I hate the spectacle. This is real shit that affected real people that may have covered up illicit crimes. There shouldn't be a countdown timer for logs. Okay? Jake is going to be a flash in the pan. You are correct, Ben. He's a flash in the pan waiting to die. Waiting to die, and his career is going to go whoo when it's all said and done. He'll still have a loyal base that feels sorry for him and maybe does like his content now. But it's not going to be 200,000 plus people. It's just not going to happen. Nope. It's not going to continue.
Things with my full ass chest. Ass chest? And I wanted to talk to you guys I said in my community notes, which I'm going to tone those down. Sorry about that. But in my community notes, I asked you guys, this is how I think Jimmy should respond publicly to everything. But for me, this is how I'd like it to be handled for me. And I asked you guys, if like he offered me money, what would you guys be okay with? Because I'm iffy about it, dude. Like I've consistently said that I don't care about money. In fact,
I don't care about money. Didn't you have a whole section that you only got $100,000? Did you have a whole section in your interview where you were upset that you got paid $100,000 and that you made it 10 days and they were like, oh, well, I didn't get the full amount. So you don't care about money, but you do care about money. Which is it, buddy? Which is it? Do you not care? Because if you didn't care about money, you would tell Mr. Beast to jam it up your ass if you really had morals and convictions to having an issue with how Mr. Beast operates and makes that money. That's what you would do. But no, you took the money. Because you care about money. Just like everybody else in this world. Everybody cares about money. Everybody gives a shit about it. There is nobody on this planet that doesn't care about money anymore. It's not possible. Unless you are a monk in the Himalayas, most people give a shit. And I would say about 99% of humanity cares about money. You doing this whole I don't care about money, guys. I'm righteous in that aspect. I don't believe you. I don't believe you for a fucking second. You wouldn't take the money that Mr. Beast offered you. You wouldn't have taken it. Again, you wouldn't have done it again. You wouldn't have gone back after your issues with Mr. Beast to do the what's it called? To do this isolation video. If you really had morals and convictions, you wouldn't have gone back. You wouldn't have gone back. So, come on, buddy.
Turned down money from Jimmy on multiple occasions. There's a hide-and-seek video we did, right?
So there's a difference between what... So this is the thing. He's going to frame... I've seen this section and it annoys the fuck out of me. He says, I have never taken money... I have declined Mr. Beast... I've declined taking money from Mr. Beast before. Pay attention very carefully to how it's framed.
I was in 2 out of the 3 hide-and-seek videos that came out when they were coming out pretty consistently. And in the first hide-and-seek video, me and my good buddy Ben Malone, we found each other in the theater room, East Carolina University, and we said to each other, and this used to happen sometimes behind the scenes when I was there, which I don't think this is too crazy. Honestly, I think it's all in good fun. We would say, hey man, if one of us gets first, let's split it, huh? And I was like, yeah, that sounds great. And that's not terrible and fake, it's just, honestly, I think that makes it more fun, because it's not about winning and losing your money. It's just having a good time. And so on the first one, Ben Malone won, right?
But it is about winning money because you're splitting it down the middle. Wait, what? Hold on. I didn't catch that last time. Now I'm really analyzing it.
Let's split it, huh? And I was like, yeah, that sounds great. And that's not terrible and fake.
Hold on. I want to hear...
And this used to happen sometimes behind the scenes when I was there, which I don't think this is too crazy. Honestly, I think it's all in good fun. We would say, hey man, if one of us gets first, let's split it, huh? And I was like, yeah, that sounds great. And
wait, you just turn around and say, no, bro, you deserve it. You won. If you didn't care about the money, you wouldn't split it. What? Remember, he said he doesn't care about the money. It's all just a good fun.
And that's not.
But remember, at the same time, Mr. Beast is a monster that had a quote unquote from his own words, Jeff Bezos level gimp. That's his own words. How he described how Mr. Beast treated him. Just remember that.
Terrible and fake. It's just honestly, I think that makes it more fun because it's not about winning and losing your money. It's just having a good time. And so on
it's about having a good time. But if it was about having a good time, you wouldn't care about splitting the money. You'd just be like, dude, you won it. You won it. Take the money.
First one, Ben Malone won, right? And me and Ben were actually the last 2 contestants left. So the fact that it came down to us 2 and we still got to split it, that was really cool. So that was great. So me and Ben split that prize money. In the second hide-and-seek video, we filmed that on the set of one of the Hunger Games. That was where District 12 was. Me and Ben didn't have that conversation again. Hey, if one of us wins, let's split it, right? We just played the game, And I got out 6th. 6th place. And then Ben Malone won again. I swear to God, that wasn't fake. Ben was the unironic hide-and-seek champion. And when it was over, he said, Jake, I won. You want to split it? And I said, what? No.
Which is fair on his part to decline it this time. But remember, his positioning argument is, I do not care about money. That was his positioning argument to start this. So he was cool with splitting it there. Then you have the other part of it where he's like, well, I made 6th place. That's fair. I'm totally cool with that. He's like, oh, I declined it. But this is bullshit. If you didn't care about the money, you wouldn't care about it in both situations. He was raised in poverty and hangs money out of his head to force him to do stuff for money. And he constantly says no. Mr. B, where's the proof of that? Where's the proof of that? Here's my argumentation on that. So when Jake was offered to leave and they said, can you continue? And he said, yes, I can continue, made it 10 whole days and still did all of those things instead of just tapping out. Did Mr. Beast hold a gun to his head or say, you can't leave? You're not allowed to leave. We can't lose. Like, can we do that? Like, how was he forced to stay there? He wasn't. They said you could leave at any time, and each day that you're here, you get paid out $10,000. He made it 10 days.
We didn't have an agreement like that this time. And I got like 6th place. No, it's fine. You keep all the money. And
Which
what was
is
that?
good.
I think it was like $75,000.
Which is good. Good on Jake for doing that.
And we split that. That's how much? 30 and some change? I don't know. So yeah, I've turned down a lot of money before. Just because I...
One time. Those are 2 examples that you've shown. One of them is that you and your friend wanted to split it. The other one was your friend won 1st place and you won 6th place. And you declined it because he actually won. That's 2 instances. Where are the rest of them? We did an interview with Dog. He said that he went from pocket for hanging out with money above his head. I just don't remember which part of the interview he said that. No, I get it. But like that doesn't change anything in my perspective.
You know? It's not about... I don't give a fuck. I don't care about money. I think everybody should be able to eat food and have a house. And get...
Okay, I don't care about your ideology. I really don't care. Is there proof that he declined anything, or are you just taking his word for it? I have no proof of that. I'm just gonna let him ride with this one. If he declined it, fine. I'll let him ride. Let it ride, because everything else he says, he just contradicts himself, and I'll probably catch him on that and be like, wait a minute, that doesn't work out. You said you didn't take the money in this moment. So I'll let it ride. See what happens, Gilded Poo. I'm just gonna let the roulette wheel go on Jake's career and see what happens.
Medical care. I hate money so much. Oh, it's ran my life. I hate it. So in that spirit, when solitary confinement was over, yeah, I was upset. I didn't get what I thought I was getting.
Plus, I lost all respect from this guy when his second video came out, and he was like, we need Hassan and Vosh involved. And I was like, fuck you. You're retarded. You're actually a fucking creature of the night. Hassan and Vosh. You're going to try and get Hassan and Vosh involved. One of them said America deserves 9/11 and tried to compare a JDAM missile through audio. The other guy has a lolicon horsecock folder. Yeah. Get those guys involved. You had respect for him? No. No, but like the little amount of charitability I was giving completely almost got blown out of the water when I heard that. Again, nobody's forced you to jack shit. No one holds a gun to your face. He was just envy for the money and couldn't help his greed. Yeah. So like, boo. Vosh is horrific. Yeah, Vosh is a lolicon consumer.
I thought I was getting 300, and I got like a third of that. You take the taxes out, I got and it was more about the treatment. It was more about how
But you in your video you complained about the money. You complained about the taxes. You were like, I had to pay so much in taxes, and like, bro, you didn't pay taxes correctly. Like, you had to pay a lump sum like a retard. And you tried to blame it on like, oh, well, nobody ever told me how to do this. Bro, the minute you have that much money, go to a financial advisor. Go to a financial advisor immediately. And say, hey, how do I maximize this amount of money without getting fucked on taxes? They would tell you what Diorio said in his live stream.
It was more about feeling like the guy on the street who Jimmy gives money to, and he's supposed to be thankful he got it. And he just... The fact that it was still a mechanism of the game, that's what I didn't like. Nothing to do with money. Yeah, so.
Okay, but did he purposely treat you like absolute shit? Is my question. I don't care that he gives money to people if they win a fucking game show or a video game show. I don't care. So what, he gives money? Who cares? I literally don't give a fuck. I don't care that he fakes his videos. I don't care that there's movie magic. I don't care about any of that stuff. Where is the legitimate malice coming from Mr. Beast in regard to these things? Where are the cover-ups for the sexual assault that is being alleged by Dogpack that the Mr. Beast company covered up? Why was Jake the Viking's brother-in-law allowed to work at Mr. Beast? I care about all those things. I don't care about your problems.
Jimmy called. Well, he texted. First, I was at a pizza place in Brooklyn. You know, just eating a pizza. That's what you do at a pizza place in Brooklyn. Where is my Jimmy DM? Where is my Jimmy DM? He said, hey, I wanted to reach out and say I didn't mean to cause you mental stress with that video, and I apologize. Clearly, it had an effect on you. You mentioned you'd like to be paid out the rest of the prize money, the other $190,000. And I'd love to make things right with you. I have zero expectation of you mentioning me sending you this.
You don't deserve this money. You don't deserve that money. No. Sorry. Don't care. Don't care. Don't care. You don't deserve the 190. You made it 10 days. You signed up for it. You signed up for the 10 days. You got paid out the 10 days. Boom. Done. Mr. Beast is being overly generous doing this, in my opinion. I think it's a little ridiculous. I would have said I genuinely apologize for how, this situation affected you. And that's it. But instead, Mr. Beast is apparently being overly generous and giving this guy the rest of the money, which is fucking ridiculous.
Money publicly or taking down any videos. This is just me wanting to help you out and make sure you're good. I just need to know if you still have the same bank or not. We'll send you the money on Monday. Wish you the best. Now, let's talk about that. I didn't want him to make a public spectacle about his apology to me.
But you made it a public spectacle now. Wait a minute. Maybe I'm pause Andying this fucking Praise of Shadows douchebag knockoff. You didn't want a public spectacle of Mr. Beast paying you. But you made it a public spectacle. You just didn't want Jimmy to do it. But you made it a public spectacle. He did what you wanted, and now you're making it a public spectacle. This is why I hate this guy. This is why I fucking hate Jake.
I still think he owes a massive collective something.
What?
An apology, an explanation, just a statement. And as of this moment, more stuff is going to come out. So I think he should wait and publicly say something about everything soon. But he's got to digest everything as it trickles out, right? So for me, the personal apology, the person-to-person thing, there was no lawyers around. There wasn't a spectacle. There was no camera in my face. I respected that. That's how I would have wanted it to go down.
But you were putting a camera in your face talking about the private conversation that you just had with Mr. Beast. He contacted you privately. Yeah, this asshole's making it a public spectacle on his own now.
I couldn't take it. I couldn't.
Jake would be a very popular guy in prison. Holy shit, Gilded. He already did solitary confinement for 10 days. He's got it ready for jail.
Take 100. I just couldn't.
Fuck.
Take it. Because it's still a mechanism of the game. It's still like the rest of the prize money. And that's not what it was about. But the other consistent point I was making was when you have no money, it's not a choice, is it? So I need that money.
You have no money. Okay. Let me take a look at something real quick. You have no money. 1.3 million views, 461K views, 250K views. Let's take a look at the community page. As of today, I just got monetized. He also gained 200 plus Patreon members. Really need the money though. Really,
welcome back to the channel.
Really needs
$100.
Really needs $190,000. Really needs that money. Also,
$90,000, and I'd love to make things right with you.
You are right, Metal. That is a good point. There's no date listed in this screenshot. There's no date listed in that screenshot. That's a good point. I didn't think about that. I didn't look at that. Where's the timestamp? Where's the log of when it was sent, the time it was sent, and the date it was sent? Because that cropping is pretty convenient not showing that. It's pretty convenient not showing that.
I have zero expectation of you something. You know, and take 100. I just couldn't take it because it's still a mechanism of the game. It's still like the rest of the prize money, and that's not what it was about. But the other consistent point I was making was when you have no money, it's not a choice, is it? So I need that money. I don't want you guys to think that that's going to change how I feel. I don't want you guys to think I'm going to go back on anything I said.
Oh my God. You've got to be kidding. I said it in the beginning of watching this. This is to come out on top when Mr. Beast puts out his video and says, me and Jake have squashed it. I didn't realize how bad it was. I offered him the rest of the money that he believes that he is owed, which is bullshit. So this dude is getting ahead of the fact that he took the rest of the payment from Mr. Beast because he knows the audience is going to lose their shit when Mr. Beast comes out with his response on it.
Woo! This 190k DM back when the vid happened, or now?
Yeah. What is it? He wants everything both ways. Yes. He wants to be made whole again by all the horrible things that Mr. Beast did. He also wants people not to hate him for taking the money that he quote unquote needs. He needs $190,000. He needs that. After hitting monetization on his YouTube channel the same month that his biggest videos are happening, getting 200 new Patreon members at the minimum, if it's $5 a month, making $2,000. On top of the Patreon members he already had. I don't know, bro. I don't know.
I still want Dogpack's videos to come out and shed light on some...
Bag really said, I got my 5 minutes of fame about getting what I want.
Yep.
Now give me more because I'm the victim here. I fucked up and I deserve it.
Right. And I'm going to be honest with you, Leo. I kind of believe he will. From what I'm seeing, his channel is starting to slow. Like, Mr. Beast's channel is starting to slow. And here's an example of, like, here's an isolated example that I personally have had involving the Mr. Beast stuff. So, my friends and family don't talk to me at all. And people that I used to work with before I did YouTube don't ever talk to me about YouTube. I haven't talked to this guy in a long time, this ex-coworker. He has a kid. He texted me, hey, what's going on with the Mr. Beast stuff? Because I can't I won't let my kid watch him anymore. That's not a joke. That is a real conversation that I had. A rando with a kid that doesn't watch any YouTube himself. He's a guy that goes camping. Like, he is the most non-online person I have ever met. And when I get a text like that, that's how you know that this is outside of the realm of just the internet. Okay? This is everywhere now. This is getting everywhere. I really believe Mr. Beast is going to have to make a response because of that kind of incident right there. That kind of incident. That's just one person, right? I don't know about the rest of the world, obviously. But when I have an interaction like that, that's not a good sign, because he never talks about YouTube shit, doesn't care about YouTubers, doesn't care about Mr. Beast, doesn't care about drama, doesn't care about any of this. But when he texts me and saying, hey, I saw an article and I heard about the Mr. Beast stuff, and I check up on what my kid's watching, and I looked into what's going on with Mr. Beast, and I can't let him watch Mr. Beast anymore. What's going on? When you have to explain that to a normie, that's how you know it left the sphere of just regular internet drama. That's why I believe Mr. Beast is going to make a response. Because now it's slowly starting to really creep into the normie sphere. Okay?
Stories that need to be heard. And I want Rosanna to keep fucking crushing at that bitch. Oh, she's so...
Rosanna is dumb as fuck. Has been since the beginning. I will stand on that. The bitch is just salty that she showed Mr. Beast's video that she was supposed to be in and got cut out of the final cut because she is a vindictive cunt. That is what I think of Rosanna. I don't care that people are like doing this whole, Rosanna was right the whole time about Mr. No, she wasn't. She got cut out of a YouTube video and got pissy about it. That's not the same about being right that Mr. Beast's company allegedly covered up sexual assault. Not the same. Not the same.
Gosh, he's crushing it, dude. I talked to somebody else over there. A good friend who I lost, who was a saint, who broke his ankle. I did not lose him as a friend. In fact, the same night Jimmy called, I had a 3-hour-long conversation on the phone with that guy. And that was lovely. And so, yeah, I'm one of those assholes who does get along with everybody. Isn't that annoying? I swear to God, Dog Pack is public enemy number 1 over there. And I love that guy, okay? And then over here, I got Mr. Beast employees texting me saying, Jake, we love you too. Fellas, hey, come on. So,
fuck you. Just get to the point.
Jimmy texted me that. And I did what I do best. I yap. Oh, I'm a yapper. Oh, I be yapping. I sent Jimmy big, long texts, you know?
Send it. Show it. What, you're going to show Mr. Beast DMs, but not your DMs?
I sent him big, long texts about how I feel. I sent him big, long texts about why I felt like I had a huff and puff in my chest, why I was so scared to come out. I said everything, basically, that I said in all those Dog Pack videos. I said him to his face. And he called me, you know?
No, you said it over text message. Stop it.
Because when you get that many text messages, like, oh, hey, let's talk on the phone, okay? So we talked on the phone for a while. And I'm just, for the sake of, look.
All right, so Getza. Dog Pack is alleging. Here's where the sexual misconduct and sexual assault or sexual harassment allegations are coming from Dog Pack. Dog Pack is accusing the Mr. Beast company of covering up for sexual harassment and sexual assault of contestants on the show by members of the Mr. Beast production team. But there's no evidence. There's been nothing. He hasn't shown anything. He just showed DMs with other people saying that it happened. So until I see this guy's face and see more, that's what's happening. That is where that allegation's coming from.
If I'm building this audience on authenticity, being honest, being genuine, okay?
No, you're building this honest. Be real, bro. You're building this community off of the Mr. Beast drama.
Also crying a lot? That's funny. Yeah, that's my...
Yeah, PewDiePie is infallible. Subscribe to PewDiePie. The bridge incident wasn't that big of a deal. No one cares. No one cares about the bridge incident. No one cares about the Wall Street Journal article. Subscribe to PewDiePie.
Brand is being honest and crying a lot. You know how many thumbnails I've been in where I'm crying? I've been in a lot of crying thumbnails, Philip DeFranco. I'm in one Philip DeFranco thumbnail. I'm going to do a reenactment of what our phone conversation between me and Jimmy was. And this is not exactly how it happened. This is a reenactment for the sake of comedy, but this is the crux of what it was. And look, when Jimmy was on the phone, I've seen Jimmy speak at regular hangouts. I've seen Jimmy speak on camera, behind the camera. When I tell you, this is the most human I've ever heard Jimmy speak. So take that as you will. So me and Jimmy are texting a little bit, and then he calls me, and the conversation goes, hey, I'm really sorry about all that. That was fucked up, and I should have put you through that. So I have a lot of money. Do you want some? Oh, how much money? How about the rest of the money from the thing? About $190,000. Would you like that? Would you like $190,000? Oh, that's the thing. I know. I don't want you to think that you got to take any videos down. I don't want you to think you're. You don't have to post anything because I don't want it to look like I'm buying you out or you're being silent. I want you to keep doing what you're doing. This is just for me to make things. Yeah, I respect that. I appreciate that. But you know how it looks. You know, for you to give me this cash that I desperately.
So now we're switching it to, okay, this is interesting now. So so we have no record. You didn't record this call at all? You didn't record this call at all? To prove that's how Mr. Beast was framing it? No, he's trying to do it from a comedy perspective, Art. So Mr. Beast didn't say that. He just thinks it's funny. It's a comedic way of putting together the reenactment of the call to make it sound as slimy as possible. But it's comedy. It's funny. It's funny apparently.
Right? You know, I want my audience to trust me here. You know, I want to remain credible. Yeah, totally. So I can. You don't even like post about it. Don't worry about it. Just take this cash. I just don't. Counter offer. 50. You save $140,000. You just give me 50. That's going to cover all my debts, some medical bills that I have. I have taxes on the back burner from last year because I'm freelance. And that'll get me back to zero. And I get to keep saying whatever the hell I want. I get to keep being honest. I get to keep being authentic. I'm not going to worry about you guys coming after me for being myself. Yeah, great. Bank info still the same? So that's the deal. Oh, wow, you took money from Mr. Beast after all that stuff? You said, yeah, I'm a socialist with a smartphone, okay? I didn't just fall out of a coconut tree.
A socialist with a smartphone. Oh, my God. I hate this guy.
Money, is this $50,000? Well, first of all, you're going to tax it, so let's say it's more like $30,000. I still have, student loans, and that's because I was going to wait to see if Joe Biden was going to get rid of those guys. Sure didn't. Oh.
You're an idiot. You're actually a dumbass! Were you just not paying on your student loans this whole time? Expecting Joe Biden to do it for you? You are what's wrong with America, dude. Are you... You've got to be kidding me. Stop. Is this guy an idiot or is he serious? He's that guy. He waited for Joe Biden. He waited for Joe Biden to pay on his student loans. This guy's a fucking idiot. He's not funny for his comedy. He's funny for how stupid he is.
Oh, was I a fool in that regard? Thanks, Joe. And, oh, yeah, all that money is going to go to, you know, stuff I have to pay to live because I live in the best country in the world, you know? So I'm not loaded still. I still have a day job. I still, you know, am barely getting by. And I'm still not monetized either, by the way. I have to meet a watch time threshold before I get to that.
Excuse me. You definitely were monetized by that million-view video. Wait a minute. How weren't you monetized by this? Hold on.
Hey!
Oldest. 5.3, 6.3, 9.6. How weren't you monetized? Wait a minute. How weren't you monetized with all of these views? I got monetized before you. How didn't you get monetized? 30K right there. How weren't you monetized a year ago? The watch time was not that hard to hit a year or two ago. And neither was the view necessity, nor the sub necessity. How weren't you monetized? That's confusing. Did you just not hit... Did you just never set yourself up for monetization? Because this is the kind of... These are the kind of views I had throughout the time frame I was getting monetized, and I got monetized way before you. He wasn't monetized because he doesn't care about money, Chris. True. But it just seems weird to frame it that, like, oh, I'm not monetized, but, like, he has enough videos and potential viewership to be monetized for, like, 3 years now. Unless he's just a complete retard and just kept letting the channel die, like, every month.
Hey, welcome back to the channel. I liked it, you know? So, look, I'm going to keep talking shit. But I think I'm the only one who might be allowed to do it. So, Jake the Viking better watch out. Because Jake the Jester's here. So, in that regard, I appreciate that. And if you want to see more of my videos, maybe I'll...
There might be 3 video uploads a 90 day. This is his 3rd video, I guess. But did he get monetization removed? Because that would make sense. If he just didn't upload and he had his monetization removed, then yeah, I can see that. But he didn't explain it that way. He just said, I haven't been monetized yet. Maybe that's just my autism. Like hyperfixating on his specific sentence.
talk about, you know, a story that happened on set that wasn't that cool. Maybe I'll talk about a story on set that was cool. You know, maybe I won't talk about any of that stuff. Maybe I'll talk about stand-up comedy. You know, maybe I'll talk about...
Maybe you don't talk about Mr. Beast at all anymore. You're just kind of making this worse for, like, everybody. Like, you're just making this worse. We're getting distracted by your retardation. That's where we're at. Like, that's where we're at now. I don't get you.
Why YouTube is the problem here. YouTube used to be, you're a guy with a camera talking about your day, making silly little videos with your friends. You know, Charlie bit my finger. And now it's just another streaming service. Now it's just Amazon. It's just Netflix. And YouTube. Hey, YouTube. You look at me? Hey, get back to your roots. Please. Don't put all your funding into these big fucking guys. You gotta promote your little guys. Okay? And when I say your little guys, I mean your teams of one. You know? Your Drew Goodens, your Curtis Connors, you know? Maybe not your Cody Cozy.
Drew Gooden. Oh, God. Drew Gooden. This guy.
Everybody.
Oh, God.
More. It's okay. I'm talking Eddie Burback. Okay,
Chef's sleeping.
that guy's doing great work. YouTube.
What about Gus Johnson? Gus is great. Gus got canceled due to bullshit that Eddie Burback caused and his ex-girlfriend. What about Guy? What about Gus Johnson? Gus is a good man. The cat is sleeping somewhere. I don't know where he is, Nako.
Needs to feel like it's run by regular people like it used to. But if you want to go the whole streaming service route, then get the WGA involved, okay? If you want to play with...
Nope, don't get the WGA involved. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because why is YouTube... Hold on. YouTube just allows people to upload their videos to the service. If somebody gets big and starts a production company around doing that, that's not YouTube's problem. Why the hell do they have to be involved? Why do they have to be involved? Why does the WGA need to be involved with an independent with YouTube when it's an independent creator that hires these people and builds a team with these people and has salaries for these people? Why the hell does the WGA have to get involved with YouTube?
The big boys, you gotta...
Didn't Gus neglect his pregnant wife? So that story was significantly blown out of proportion to the highest degrees possible. And you know who broke that story and changed the perception on Gus Johnson? Pay Money Wubby. Pay Money Wubby has my respect for the rest of my life for that Gus Johnson interview. Unless Pay Money Wubby gets accused of something completely heinous.
Get the unions involved. Because if you want to make Amazon money, if you want to make Netflix money, and you're going to let the YouTubers run it, people are going to get hurt.
Okay, so YouTube doesn't need to get involved then. It needs to be, the WGA needs to be involved with the YouTubers, not with YouTube itself. Fuck off.
Do I have to explain this? It's easy to see. Why am I the only one saying this? Anyway, yeah.
Because you're retarded and you don't understand how this company works. You don't understand the difference between the site in of itself and the creators that operate on said site. You don't know shit. You're some sort of douchebag that bought into the LA WGA needs to be represented all the time bullshit.
That's where I'm coming from, okay? I received an apology. I turned
Good.
down some cash, and I am still not monetized. And if you want...
It's crazy that you weren't monetized. I just weirdly don't believe that.
Hey guys, thank you for watching the clip. Thank you Core for doing the editing. Make sure you give him a follow on Twitter and make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you are new. Check out the link in the description for the LOLcow trading card game. There's a brand new pack called Series X. That pack has my card in it, the tipster cards as well. On top of that, there's a bunch of other cast of characters in there, and we're also working towards an ultimate goal for that. So make sure you guys click on the link below. We're going to try and upload daily here and do live streams pretty often, so make sure you stick around and hit that like button. Thanks, guys.